Welcome back everyone. Time to do another comparison between the newly released Samsung Galaxy Note 20 and the, older brother of it, the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. Now, there are some big differences between these two. Obviously, you can tell they don't really look the same, but also they kind of do look the same too, which is very funny. As you can see, kind of side by side, the main advantage of the Note 20 is the lack of the bezel. But in reality, like when you feel them both in the hand, they kind of feel like the same size. However, the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 feels more premium, which is the weird thing because you would expect a newer phone, the $1,000 phone, to be better in every single way. And in some ways, I will say more times than not, the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 may actually beat the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 in a couple of areas, in a couple key areas in that. So with that being said, this is a $1,000 phone, the Note 20. The Note 9 you can pick up for like less than 400, and I'll leave both of these linked down in the description below. You can get them from there for the cheapest prices I find on Amazon, and you can help support the channel at the same time. Now, starting off with the front, the screen specifically, the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 has a 6.4-inch Super AMOLED display. I was about to say dynamic AMOLED, and it's 1440p. It looks very good, and I was looking at them today, and I was like, bro, in some cases the Note 9 may actually have a better display. It's a higher resolution than the Note 20s, but also you have the edge panel on the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. It's not really a flat display. The Note 20 has a flat display. The Note 9's display on the side, as you can see, is like kind of edged out. And I actually kind of like this. I think this might look a little bit better than the Samsung Galaxy Note 20s. However, the big thing to keep in mind is that the Note 9 does have a little bit of bezel on the top and bottom. It's still not that big of a deal, and considering even we say this is a little bit of bezel is pretty crazy. But compared to the Note 20, it obviously has a little bit more bezel around it. You have the front-facing camera, and overall, this display looks really, really good in my opinion, where the Samsung Galaxy Note 20, on the other hand, has a bigger 6.7-inch Super AMOLED display. They're both Super AMOLED displays, but this one is 1080p, and in real-world use, maybe you'll see a difference, maybe not. In my case, I kind of see a little bit of a difference. I do think maybe the Note 9 has a better display, but I think that's also kind of like a placebo effect because the Note 9 feels like the more premium phone because of the plastic back on the Note 20. So that may have an edge to it too, but it's not a bad panel. You have very little bezel all across this whole entire display. You have a hole punch display too, so it looks really good. And if you're looking at them side by side, the Note 9 just maybe doesn't look as cool as a Note 20, even though it might have the better display. And the funny thing is, the pixels per inch are 516 on the Note 9 and 393 on the Note 20. So definitely, it's kind of a big difference for sure. The Note 9 is the bigger phone, but the Note 20 does have the bigger display, so kind of keep that in mind. But I think in terms of the front display, I might give the edge to the Note 9 for having the better looking display, but the Note 20 for having the better looking phone overall. On the bottom, USB Type-C on both. The Note 9 does have a headphone jack though, which is really important to note. And on the back, you can see dual camera setup on the Note 9, triple camera setup on the Note 20, and the back is a very important difference. The Note 9 has that glass back. It feels really nice, the fingerprint sensor on the back. I don't really like that anymore, but it's there. The Note 20 has that fingerprint sensor in the display, so that's a really good thing. But the back of it is a plastic glass thing. I think it's more plastic than glass. It doesn't feel good, when I rub both. The Note 9 definitely feels a lot more premium to me than the Note 20, but to each their own. You may get the Note 20 and put a case on it, you might not care, but in the back of your mind, you're always going to have to keep in mind that the Note 20 has a plastic back where the Note 9 is totally glass. So I think in terms of the bodies, the Note 9, I think actually wins. It feels more premium, but a huge thing to keep in mind is that the Note 9 has a microSD card slot, which is amazing. The Note 20 doesn't have it, the Note 20 Ultra has it, the Note 10 also doesn't have it, but the Note 9 has a microSD card slot. So whether you like it or not, it's there, and I think a majority of you will probably end up liking it. And that's a huge defeat for the Note 20. I wish it brought it back, but it is what it is. There's nothing we can really do about it. And I think the overall body goes for the Note 9. It's better feeling, has more functionality, but the Note 20 is the better looking phone, no doubt. So it's totally up to you which one you prefer. Now moving on to the software side of things, this is, I guess, the area where the Note 20 is really going to shine at. The Note 9 started off with Android 8.1. It is going to be getting Android 10. It already has Android 10 on it. And I think it's getting One UI 2.5 as well, which is like an upgraded version of One UI 2. And what I can tell you is that in terms of the software, they're both going to be pretty much the same as of right now, but you're going to be getting longer software support by quite a bit on the Samsung Galaxy Note 20. What Samsung just did is that for the Note 10 and newer, including the S10, those phones are going to be getting 3 versions of software, which is huge. I really do like that. You're not really going to be getting that on the Note 9, unfortunately. So this is, I think, the last version of software it's going to be on. So no more updates, maybe security updates here and there. The Note 20 is really going to outlast the Note 9 by at least 3 years, unless Samsung goes and changes it again. Then that would be huge. But as of right now, the Note 20 does have the lead in terms of the software. So that's a very, very important thing to keep in mind as well. So in terms of the software, the Note 20 definitely wins there. Now moving on to the performance side of things, then I'll go ahead and do a little bit of a speed test between them two. The Note 9 has that Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 chipset, an octa-core CPU, an Adreno 630 GPU, and 6 gigs of RAM on the base model and 8 gigs of RAM on the top tier model. On this specific model, I have 6 gigs of RAM, where the Note 20, on the other hand, has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 Plus chipset, an octa-core CPU, an Adreno 650 GPU, and 8 gigs of RAM. There's only one model of this phone and it has 8 gigs of RAM, so let's go and see which one is the faster phone between these two. Okay, now that we're back, let me go and clear out all these apps in the background. Let's load up the Play Store. 3, 2, 1. And you can see the Note 20 was exceptionally faster there. That was actually a pretty fast one. Scrolling through, you can see, I think the Note 20 seemed to be a lot less glitchier and it was able to get into the bottom faster. And scrolling speeds even seem faster on the Note 20 as well, which is really good. Do the animations seem faster though? Let me actually see. And they may look a little bit smoother. We can do camera, 3, 2, 1. Okay, about the same there. Messages, 3, 2, 1. And definitely a little bit slower on the Note 9. Phone, 3, 2, 1. You can tell that the animations are, I think, faster on the Note 20 for sure. That's a huge one I'm just able to see right out the gate. Let's do Facebook, 3, 2, 1. So you can see, much faster on the Note 20. Snake versus Blocks, 3, 2, 1. Already loaded on the Note 20. Eventually we do get into it on the Note 9, but the Note 9 was really fast too, so it wasn't like one phone was way faster or way slower than the other one. It was the Note 20 was, noticeably faster than it for sure. Gameplay looked about the same though on both. We do Dune, 3, 2, 1. Again, animations, it was able to get into the app faster on the Note 20. The Note 9 is right behind it too. It really wasn't too crazy of a difference on that specific game. We can do Temple Run, the original one, 3, 2, 1. And we were in a game on here, so we'll have to restart this one. Temple Run again, 3, 2, 1. And right out the gate, I think I was able to see that the Note 20 was a little bit faster. I could be wrong. The Note 20 was literally right there. They were right next to each other, like neck and neck. Getting into some gameplay, they're going to be about the same. And you can kind of see here how the Note 20's display maybe not as good as the Note 9's. Maybe it's just me. Do Thank You, 3, 2, 1. Now, for some reason, this game was being weird on this phone yesterday, or the Note 20 Ultra. I guess not. The Note 20 was able to load into it faster, like I stated again, which is really, really good. Temple Run 2, 3, 2, 1. Now, these two aren't different versions of the game, but the game is still exactly the same. It's going to download and load and all that stuff. As you can see, it looks like the Note 20 is going to take the lead again, which I'm not shocked that it is a newer device. As you can see, we did get into it faster on the Note 20. I can't even speak today. And scrolling through yet again, yeah, they're going to be about the same here. Bofa, 3, 2, 1. Note 20 faster. Note 9 right behind it, as you can see. Fruit Ninja, 3, 2, 1. And that was very weird on this phone. I don't know if it... Okay, it did. So that was really weird. I don't know what happened there. And as you can see, the Note 20 was way ahead of it. The Note 9, as you can see, the aspect ratio is still weird on this specific game, where it's better on the Note 20. So... very weird. Hopefully they fix that eventually on the Note 9. And let's end it off with Stack, 3, 2, 1. Now I thought I had Real Racing 3 on here, but I guess I don't, which is weird. And as you can see, it was eventually faster on the Note 20. Let's get into some gameplay, and you're going to see they're about the same. Sometimes this game does glitch up though on some devices, but it seems to be about the same on here. Now let me go ahead and load up a couple more apps in the background. Just load up Settings, 3, 2, 1. The Settings panel as well was faster on the Note 20. Gallery, 3, 2, 1. I think the Note 20 again was faster there. Okay, now that we have a bunch of these apps in the background, let me go ahead and do a little bit of a RAM management test. So let me go back way in the beginning. Let's do the Play Store. And they both were able to keep the Play Store open, which is good. Let's go back again. Let's do the camera, 3, 2, 1. They both look like they were able to keep that specific app in the background too. Let's go do messages, 3, 2, 1. And weirdly enough, the Note 20, I think, actually restarted that one, which is very weird. The Note 9 was able to keep that in the background. That doesn't make too much sense to me. Phone, 3, 2, 1. And again, The Note 9 kept that in the background, the Note 20 did not. And as you can see again, that was another app that was able to be kept in the background of the Note 9, but not on the Note 20. Facebook, okay, both these were able to keep in the background. I'm actually pretty excited now because it's very weird. Okay, Snake versus Blocks. Again, the Note 20 restarted it. The Note 9 was able to keep that in the background. This is the weirdest thing ever. Dune 321. And as you can see, actually that one was able to keep in the background. It was a little weird at first. Temple Run 321. And both of them, okay, so I'll pretty much end it there. I think the Note 20 is the faster one, but for some reason the RAM management on the Note 9 was able to, pretty much beat out the Note 20. It was very weird. I don't know what that was towards the beginning. I'll probably eventually do full speed test, but that was very weird. I don't know what to make of that one, but that pretty much covers up that. Let's go and hit on the cameras very quickly. As you can see on the back, dual camera setup on the Note 9, triple camera setup on the Note 20, two 12 megapixel sensors, a wide and telephoto lens. Where in the Note 20, we have a 12 megapixel wide, 64 megapixel telephoto, and then 12 megapixel ultra wide sensor. Now, as you can see, again, the UI on both are pretty similar. They both have photo, live photo, things like that. Going all the way to the side, you can see all their photos on both. And it looks like the Note 20 has more capability. The biggest advantage with the Note 20 though is that it does have 8K capability. You can shoot videos in 8K, where you can only do 4K at 60 on the Note 9, which is still very good in my opinion. As you can see, the Note 9, I mean, the photos are always going to look really good on this. It is a little bit weird when you first kind of zoom in. It kind of glitches up a little bit. I'm not really too sure why that happens, but it is what it is. It's not really that big of a deal. Like I showed you before, you have all these type of settings in here too, just like that. I don't know how to zoom in. There we go. But the camera quality is great, and the 4K 60 video on this is also very great. Like I said, you can zoom in as much as you want to, and you have a ton of capability from this phone. But pretty much the same thing goes for the Note 20. You have all sorts of different capability on this specific device. You can do anything you want to, zoom in, zoom out. I mean, there's really endless possibility. It's a very good phone at the end of the day. And the Note 20's camera definitely is better, but the Note 9 is also very good in my opinion as well. And that 8K capability on the Note 20 is very, very cool. As you can see, the quality is extremely good. You can zoom in as much as you want to. You can zoom out as much as you want to as well. And, with that telephoto ultra wide, that's a really good mix-up on the Note 20. Now ending it off with the battery life, on the Samsung Galaxy Note 20, you have a 4,300 mAh battery. On the Galaxy Note 9, you have a 4,000 mAh battery. So again, a little bit of a difference. I think you're probably going to be getting better battery life from the Galaxy Note 20 because the Note 9 does have a higher resolution display. It has an older chipset, and the battery usually is degraded on these older phones, but still tremendous battery life on both. But I think the Note 20 will probably end up winning there. So what I'll tell you is I think the Note 9 is probably the better bang for your buck. You're probably going to be getting a better value per dollar by picking up a Samsung Galaxy Note 9, but the biggest disadvantage of this phone is that it's not getting software updates anymore. It's very sad. But if you put a launcher on it, you'll probably be good for a while. And if you're going to get this phone for like another year or two, I think you can make it last. But it's very sad that it's not getting any more software updates, where the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 is going to be lasting for quite a bit of time. I mean, this phone is going to be lasting for now until Android 13, I think. And from there, I mean, maybe it'll extend longer, who knows. But the Note 20, I think, is a better, smarter idea right now. But the Note 9 is still a tremendous phone too. So that really pretty much covers it. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys could hit that. Also, check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.